गुड मॉर्निंग माय डियर स्टूडेंट्स, मैं हूं दीपक और आप देख रहे हैं दीपक ही करना। टुडे इन दिस क्लास वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस अबाउट द फेजर एंड फेजर डायग्राम रिलेटेड टू सो मेनी सर्किट्स। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी हैव टू learn what do you mean by phasor. This is the definition of phasor. What does it mean? It is the rotating vector which represents sinusoidal function. That means either sine function or cos function. The vector and it is rotating. Got it? So it is one vector which rotates and it represents sine or cos function such that we can call this one as the phasor. Okay, so phasor is one vector quantity. Must remember, phasor is one vector quantity which represents sinusoidal function. Okay, and the diagram which represents phasor are called phasor diagram or Argand diagram. इसको क्या बोलते हैं? फेजर डायग्राम। जो उस डायग्राम में फेजर को हम डिनोट करेंगे उस डायग्राम को बोलेंगे फेजर डायग्राम और आर्गन डायग्राम। सो नाउ सिंस अल्टरनेटिंग करंट और अल्टरनेटिंग ईएमएफ E is equal to E naught sin omega t, and since it is one of the sine function, so we can represent this term into phasor quantity. Got it? Phasor vector. Got it? So here we represent voltage phasor, similarly current phasor. I is equal to I naught sin omega t. Okay? So these two are the vector quantity, phasor quantity. Okay? That means it can rotate it and it represents the sine function. Okay? So now we will see. Let E is equal to E naught sin omega t. This is the EMF, induced EMF, or we can say alternating EMF. Similarly here, this is alternating current. I naught sin omega t plus phi. Phi is the phase difference between these two. Okay, so what should be the graph? Phasor diagram में पहले ग्राफ देख लो. Suppose this is t or omega t. Suppose this is t or omega t, and we are representing E and I here. Okay, so since it is a sine function, so at t is equal to 0 or omega t equal to 0 at this point. Got it? So when it is 90 degree, this is maximum, and when it is 180 degree, again it is 0. When it is 270 degree, again it is maximum in reverse direction. When it is 2 pi or 360 degree, again it becomes 0. So EMF will represent like this. Okay, so this is the graph of EMF versus time axis. Okay, so this is our EMF. Got my point? So here 0 से start हो गए. This one is the pi and this one is your 2 pi. This is pi by 2. This is 3 pi by 2. Got my point? So this is maximum value which we represent as E naught. E naught is the peak value or maximum value of this alternating EMF. Got my point? Next, how we are going to represent this one in this graph? I is equal to I naught sin omega t plus phi. That means here current leads. Current leads EMF. Okay, by a phase difference. Of phi. Phi से ये करंट लीड कर रहा है क्योंकि ओमेगा टी प्लस फाई. व्हेन टाइम t इक्वल टू 0, एट दैट टाइम I नॉट sin phi. यस और नो? व्हेन t इज इक्वल टू 0 लेंगे सो क्या होगा? sin phi रह जाएगा. sin phi का कुछ वैल्यू होगा. यस और नो? सो दिस डॉटेड लाइन रिप्रेजेंट विद I. ओके, सो टाइम t इक्वल टू 0 में क्या होगा? कुछ वैल्यू आता होगा इसका. ओके, सो कुछ थोड़ा सा आगे आएगा लाइक दिस. ऐसे ही कर लेते हैं, जैसे कि सपोज फाई हियर वी आर कंसीडरिंग दिस फाई इज इक्वल टू पाई बाय 2, सपोज। ओके, सो पाई बाय 2 आ गया कौन, करंट, बिकॉज करंट इज द फेजर डायग्राम और फेजर क्वांटिटी, इट इज द वेक्टर वन, सो डायरेक्शन भी इसका होता है। ओके, वी विल सी इन द फेजर डायग्राम, corresponding phasor diagram we will see। ओके, सपोज फाई अगर पाई बाय 2 होगा, सो इसका रिप्रेजेंटेशन कैसा होगा, ऐसा होगा, लाइक दिस। ओके, 90 में क्या होगा, देखो ये ओमेगा टी 90 है, ये 90 है, मतलब 90 कितना हो गया 180, sin 180 कितना होता है 0। ओके, सो हियर 0 लाइक दैट। अगेन पाई में मैक्सिमम बट इट इज हैविंग आई नॉट वैल्यू, सो हियर माइनस आई नॉट के हिसाब से होना चाहिए, like this, and here again it will become 0, again it will be like this will maximum, got it, ये पॉइंट हो गया, फिर ऐसा करते चलो जाएगा। that means see here ये EMF का हो गया, EMF E का हो गया, और at that time current is leading, मतलब करंट पहले आ रहा है, got it, करंट पहले आके चला जा रहा है। Got my point? So here current leads EMF by phase difference phi. Or what we can say? We can say that this is same thing, or EMF lags current by phase difference phi. Got it? So इधर करंट लीड कर रहा है, मतलब EMF लैग कर रहा है, EMF उसके पीछे जा रहा है, करंट आगे जा रहा है। Got my point? So what should be the diagram with related to your phasor? तो फेजर में इसको कैसे बनाएंगे? This is x axis, this is y axis. See here, everyone can see. So this is x axis, this is y axis. x एक्सिस को ले लेते हैं टाइम एक्सिस और सिंपल वन, ओके, एंड y एक्सिस को ले लेंगे आवर फेजर E और I, इसको ले लेते हैं E और I। ओके, कॉरेस्पॉन्डिंग ऑफ दिस वन वी विल सी हियर। सो पहले कौन सा आ रहा है, E आ रहा है, E, और ये कितना एंगल है, अभी ओमेगा टी है, सो सपोज दिस इज फेजर E, और इसका जो लेंथ है, ये लेंथ हो जाएगा E नॉट। E नॉट इज द मैक्सिमम लेंथ। गॉट इट? क्यों मैक्सिमम? क्योंकि sin ओमेगा टी, इसको जब 1 ले लेंगे, सो E इज इक्वल टू E नॉट। E नॉट इज द मैक्सिमम वन, सो दिस इज आवर मैक्सिमम। सो ये हो गया E नॉट, और कौन सा फेजर है, फेजर है E। What my point? Phasor is E, and this one is E naught. Whatever you can write, this is E naught. Okay. So, and what is the angle? Angle is here now omega t. Angle is here omega t. So, इसका angle कितना है? Omega t. Okay. And what is the instantaneous value of EMF? Instantaneous value of EMF can be calculated by this projecting of this vector into vertical axis। क्योंकि sin है, cos होता तो x axis में लेते, sin है इसीलिए y axis में लेंगे, और this one is the instantaneous value। What my point? हो गया हमारा EMF E का, alternating EMF E का फेजर बना लिया ऑलरेडी। ओके, नेक्स्ट वी विल गो थ्रू करंट। हाउ? देखो ये कितना फेज डिफरेंस आगे है, फाई है, सो ये तो हो गया ओमेगा टी एंगल, ओमेगा टी से थोड़ा सा आगे है, मतलब इससे ये वेक्टर है थोड़ा सा ऊपर रहेगा, क्योंकि फाई लीड कर रहा है। गॉट माय पॉइंट? लेकिन व्हाट शुड बी द वैल्यू, E नॉट और I नॉट को अगर देखेंगे, व्हिच वन विल बी ग्रेटर, E नॉट, बिकॉज़ E naught is equal to I naught into R होता है हमेशा, and R is having some finite value, so obviously E naught is greater than I naught। so ये जितना बनाओगे, हाँ, जितना इसका लेंथ होगा उससे थोड़ा सा छोटा ही करना। ओके, so this is your I naught, this is your I naught, and this is your angle phi। दिस इज योर एंगल फाइव। सो एंगल हो गया अभी ओमेगा टी प्लस फाइव, अभी ओमेगा टी प्लस फाइव हो गया एंगल। ओके, आई नॉट हो गया एंड दिस वन इज योर इंस्टेंटेनियस वैल्यू आई। सो आई इज इक्वल टू आई नॉट साइन ओमेगा टी प्लस फाइव हो गया। सो नाउ करंट इज लीडिंग EMF बाय ए फेज डिफरेंस phi, क्योंकि दोनों का तो ओमेगा टी सेम है एक्स एक्सिस से। सो ओमेगा टी कैंसिल हो जाएगा तो कितना रह जाएगा phi। सो phi इज द फेज डिफरेंस बाय व्हिच करंट लीड्स और EMF lags। कुछ भी बोल सकते हो, बोथ आर करेक्ट। Got my point? So this is two phasor. E and I are the, now we can say phasor, which is a vector quantity, and this one will rotate. Got it? क्यों? क्योंकि ये साइनोसोडियल फंक्शन है, ये जा रहा है अप टू 2 पाई एंगल तक, यस और नो? सो ये भी पूरा सर्किल होके ऐसा जाएगा। Okay, similarly this one is also one circle it will create. Okay, so EMF का सर्किल हो गया and I naught का सर्किल हो गया। Okay, so this is the phasor diagram corresponding to these two. Phasor diagram corresponding to these two. That means now current is leading with respect to EMF. Got my point? Suppose current lags, current अगर पीछे जा रहा होगा, then what should be the phasor diagram there? Phasor diagram कैसा होना चाहिए? This is your EMF E naught, then phasor diagram it would be like this. This is your I naught. I naught उससे थोड़ा सा पीछे होना चाहिए, जितना फेज डिफरेंस में होगा, उन दोनों के बीच में जितना फेज डिफरेंस होगा उसके पीछे होना चाहिए। So your current lags with respect to EMF E naught. Got it? Similarly here you can draw it. Okay. Otherwise we will see when we will study in case of cases. So many cases are there. RL circuit, RC circuit. So at that time we will see. Next we will see AC circuit containing only resistor. That means this is our AC circuit because here we have connected the EMF which is alternating EMF we have connected to a resistor having the value resistance R, capital R. So the current I will flow, and since we have given alternating EMF E equal to E naught sin omega t, so obviously the current will become what? Since it is from Ohm's law we have derived here E equal to IR, therefore IR equal to this one. So I is equal to E naught by R sin omega t. That implies I is equal to I naught sin omega t. Now there are two phasors, and now we will draw the phasor as well as our graph between I and E versus omega t. Okay. First of all, we are given E equal to E naught sin omega t. So we will make E naught here having angle omega t. Okay. So this is the value of E. It is the value of E. Okay. And this axis is nothing but your E or I. Okay. So this is the representation of phasor EMF. Next we will draw the phasor I. Since there will be no phase difference between phasor E and I, therefore we will draw the phasor I along this line. Yes or no? क्योंकि एंगल कितना है? एंगल ओनली ओमेगा टी है, ओमेगा टी के साथ कुछ नहीं है। सो देयर विल बी नो फेज, देयर विल बी नो फेज, no phase in a complete resistive circuit. AC circuit we can say. Okay, again the value of I naught is lesser than E naught. So we can draw here, this is your I naught. This is your I naught and the corresponding value is I. This is the phasor diagram of corresponding circuit. AC circuit containing only resistor. Okay, and what should be the graph of this one? Suppose this is omega t, this is EMF E and I. So first of all draw this EMF E, and since there will be no phase difference between these two, so dotted line will be same. Dotted line will be same, but the value is this is E naught and I naught is lesser than this one. So like this. थोड़ा सा उससे कम होगा. क्यों? क्योंकि इसका वैल्यू है I naught and I naught is lesser than E naught. So this one representing your E and this one representing I. Okay. So ये sinusoidal curve है E का और ये I का है. So I naught is always lesser than E naught. Got it? So the corresponding phasor diagram as well as graph is showing here. What my point? So this one is the equation and these two are the graph and this is your diagram, okay, of AC circuit containing only resistor. Next content is that AC circuit containing only inductor. Okay, so here we have connected one inductor having inductance capital F and the alternating EMF E equal to E naught sin omega t. So the current I will flow. The current, this is varying current because this is the varying EMF, so it is varying current. So here E is equal to E naught sin omega t, but the EMF induced on this inductor or solenoid, we can say, so induced EMF on inductor having inductance L is equal to what? E is equal to minus L di by dt. All of us know, yes or no? So E is equal to minus L di by dt. So this must be equal to this. But again, since it is opposing, so here negative sign will be there. Okay, all of us have studied that one in electromagnetic induction. So throughout the circuit, what we can say? Throughout the circuit, we can write E minus L di by dt equal to 0. There are two components, so two EMF term will be there. Again, E equal to what? L di by dt. So again we can write di is equal to what? Di is equal to E naught divided by L, into sin omega dt. Now we are going to calculate the total current. That's why we will take the integration technique. So that implies what? I equal to integration of whole total thing. So these two are constant terms, so we have taken out. Integration of sin omega t is minus cos omega t divided by omega. So minus sign will be there. Minus E naught by omega L cos omega t. But see here, this is E equal to E naught sin omega t. In terms of sin is there, here cos term will be there. So now what we will do, we have to convert our current term such that this should be in sin form. Okay, positive sin form. So we will have one formula sin pi by 2 minus theta is equal to what? Sin pi by 2 minus theta is equal to cos theta. So we will put here this formula, we will put there. Okay, so by using this formula sin pi by 2 minus theta equal to cos theta, we are replacing cos omega t. Okay, here so cos omega t, so sin pi by 2 minus omega t we have replaced here. Again what we did here, just we reverse these two terms. Okay, omega t minus pi by 2, so that minus will come and minus will become cos. Okay, so in this way we have to convert such that it will come, this total current term will come in sin form, so that we can compare the EMF and current. Okay, since it is having sine term, now it is having sine term, and now we are having some omega t and some phase difference between them. Okay, उनके बीच में कुछ फेज डिफरेंस आ रहा है. सो नाउ वी विल सी. सो अभी बताओ, सो इसमें कौन सा लीड कर रहा है? लीड कर रहा है ये, बिकॉज इट इज माइनस पाई बाय 2 फेज डिफरेंस लैग कर रहा है कौन? करंट. ओके, करंट लैग्स पाई बाय 2 बाय EMF. ओके, एंड you can say EMF leads the current by phase difference pi by 2. We can write that one as node. So here this is the node. So this is the node. Current lags EMF by phase difference pi by 2, or EMF leads current by phase difference pi by 2 in AC circuit containing only inductor. जहाँ पे इंडक्टर सिर्फ रहेगा, so pi by 2 फेज डिफरेंस दोनों में रहेगा. और कौन लीड करेगा इधर करंट, सॉरी लीड कौन करेगा? EMF will lead and current lags. ओके, सो एक ही बात समझो तो अलग बात समझ में आ जाएगी. बट एक अगर आगे है तो दूसरा ऑब्वियसली उसके पीछे ही आएगा. बट नाउ वी विल ड्रॉ द कॉरेस्पॉन्डिंग ग्राफ एंड कॉरेस्पॉन्डिंग फेजर डायग्राम. This is EMF having no phase. Okay, so this is same thing. This is our E. This is maximum. This is also maximum point. Now we will draw the current torque. Current is lagging by pi by 2. So current lag कर रहा है मतलब current पीछे से आएगा. That means here. Got it? Like. And here it will be maximum. Again here it will be minimum. थोड़ा सा ये like. Got it? It would be like this. This is for E and this is for I. Okay? क्योंकि फेज डिफरेंस क्या है? करंट बाद में आ रहा है. So it is lagging. Current is lagging EMF. Okay? EMF 0 से शुरू हो रहा है, whereas ये थोड़ा सा पीछे से आ रहा है. क्योंकि जब टाइम 0 हो जाएगा, this is sin of minus pi by 2. Sin of minus pi by 2 कितना होता है? -1. So this is minus I naught. So this is your minus I naught at the time of t equal to 0. Yes or no? So in this way you can draw this graph. Next we will draw the phasor. This is x axis, this is y axis. Here we will represent E and I. First of all we represent EMF. This is E naught. Okay, and this is our value E. It is having angle omega t. इतना तो पहले ही है. Now we will draw this one. What is the phase difference? Phase difference is pi by 2 and it is lagging. Lagging मतलब पीछे होना चाहिए. इससे pi by 2 मतलब 90 डिग्री इस तरफ होना चाहिए. Yes or no? 90 डिग्री and the length is smaller than this one. Yes or no? Length is smaller than this one. So this is I naught. This is I naught and this is your 90 degree. This is your 90 degree. So 90 degree phase difference में yes or no? 90 degree phase difference पीछे आ रहा है. Got it? So in case of inductive circuit, always current lags. Always current lags. Okay? So this is our phasor diagram. Phasor diagram in an AC circuit. Phasor diagram in an AC circuit containing only inductor. समझ में आ रहा कैसे ड्रा कर रहा हूँ? So you will also draw like this. So what is instantaneous current? Instantaneous current like this. इसके इतना ही होगा instantaneous current. Got my point? Again we are having one term here omega L. We will see that one. Look into this two equation. So here E is equal to E naught sin omega t and here I equal to I naught sin omega t minus pi by 2. but I naught is equal to what? I naught is equal to E naught by something. So हमारा क्या होता है? I is equal to E divided by R होता है. Here one term is the resistance, but in case of inductive circuit, this R is replaced by omega L. So here as I naught is equal to E naught divided by omega L. So we will write one term which is your XL, and the value XL is equal to omega L. XL is called your inductive reactance. What does it mean, inductive reactance? It is same as resistance, but it is in inductive circuit. It is the resistance, you can write the definition. It is the resistance or opposition offered by the inductor in AC circuit. It is the opposition offered by the inductor in an AC circuit or in AC flow. Okay, so this is one of the opposition, just like a resistance. Okay, so here XL equal to what? Omega L, which is equal to, again, omega is equal to 2 pi F into L, where F is the frequency. So we can write that XL is directly proportional to frequency of the signal. Okay, so what should be the graph of XL and F? XL and F is like this. This is F frequency, this is XL, so it is one straight line because it is directly proportional. So for DC direct current, what is the frequency value? Frequency value is equal to 0. Why? DC में कैसा होता है? DC में ऐसा होता है, this is the current and current is constant, so frequency इसमें कुछ है नहीं, frequency नहीं है, इसीलिए for DC F equal to 0, since F equal to 0, XL is equal to what? XL is equal to is also 0. Okay, XL जब 0 हो जाएगा इसमें, so इसमें DC क्या होगा? DC में करंट जल्दी आ जाएगा, बट और AC में क्या होगा? करंट थोड़ा सा पीछे आएगा, क्योंकि AC कितना पीछे आ रहा है? पाई बाय 2 फेज डिफरेंस बाद में आ रहा है. Got my point? उस टाइम नहीं आएगा, थोड़ा सा बाद में आएगा. That means AC blocks. Okay, in this case, inductor blocks AC in high frequency. Higher frequency में इंडक्टर क्या करेगा? AC को आने ही नहीं देगा. बट इन जनरल आता है, क्योंकि उतना हाई फ्रीक्वेंसी नहीं होता है, इसीलिए करंट उसमें दिखाई देता है. सो वी कैन से दैट inductor allows DC very easily. We can write that statement. Inductor allows DC very easily. Okay, so this is very important. Why? Because XL is directly proportional to the frequency of the signal. Next we will see the AC circuit containing only capacitor. That is AC circuit containing only capacitor. So we have connected one capacitor through alternating EMF E equal to E naught sin omega t, and this current I is varying because EMF is varying. Okay, again what we know, Q is equal to CV. Already we know this one, Q equal to CV. That means what is the charge flowing through this capacitor? This Q equal to C into V. So now this V is nothing but our given alternating EMF. So V is now written as E, and E is equal to E naught sin omega t. But what is the value of current? Current is the rate of flow of charge. So it is dq by dt. So what we have to do? We have to differentiate all these terms once. Yes or no? So dq by dt, here Q is written as C epsilon naught sin omega t. Again, C and epsilon naught are what? C and EMF E naught. C and EMF E naught is constant, so we will consider it out, and again remaining term is d by dt of sin omega t. So it is d by dt of sin omega t is nothing but your cos omega t, and again omega t is a function of time, so omega will again come to outside, so omega c into e naught. Okay, again what we will write, e naught divided by something we are writing, because I is equal to e by r, so always we are dividing something. That's why what we have done, we have just reverse of this one we did here. Okay, 1 by omega c, so that whenever it will go, it will multiply with numerator. Got it? So 1 by omega c we have written on denominator here. Okay, again I is equal to what, I is equal to e naught by this and sine of pi by 2 plus omega t. Again what we will written here, sine pi by 2 plus theta is equal to what, is equal to cos theta. Yes or no? Cos theta. So here we are using this formula. Okay, because here there is no negative term, so we are not using pi by 2 minus theta. Instead of that one we are using sin pi by 2 plus theta. Okay, so that we can reverse this thing. Got it? Since we are reversing these two, we are not getting any negative term, only we are getting positive term, because all are positive here. Okay, so now we are getting I is equal to I naught, this is the constant term I naught is equal to e naught divided by 1 by omega c sin omega t plus pi by 2. Now we got sine term with respect to EMF E as well as current I. Okay, now we can compare and draw the graph as well as phasor diagram. Here one note we can write that current leads EMF, current leads EMF by phase angle or phase difference 90 degree or pi by 2. Similarly, EMF lags, you can write the note, EMF lags the current by phase difference pi by 2. Okay, just write the note there. So the graph is looking like this. It is E and I. Obviously E is this one, and what should be the value of I? Value of I is lesser than this. Okay, so small one, peak value is lesser than that one. Sine of omega t plus pi by 2, it is leading, current is leading. So here, this is our E naught, this is the graph of E, and I naught will be here. So here, this is I naught. So from this one, like this, at this point it is the maximum, again it will become 0, like this. Okay, so this dotted line is the I. Next we will draw the phasor. This is x axis, this is y axis. In y axis we are representing E and I. So first of all draw phasor EMF E, उसका एंगल कितना है, ओमेगा टी, and this is your corresponding instantaneous value E. Okay, same to same here. Again here current is leading, current lead कर रहा है कितना एंगल से, 90 डिग्री. So इससे 90 डिग्री इस तरफ होगा, and the value is little bit less, क्योंकि लेंथ इसका थोड़ा सा छोटा होना चाहिए, बिकॉज ई नॉट और आई नॉट कंपेयर करोगे तो ई नॉट इज ऑलवेज लार्जर. ओके, सो आई नॉट ये हो गया, और इसका एंगल कितना है, ये पाई बाय, दिस इज द 90 डिग्री. 90 डिग्री फेज लीड कर रहा है कौन, करंट, किससे, ईएमएफ ई से. ओके, सो दिस वन इज आवर, गॉट इट, हो गया सभी. सो दिस इज योर phasor diagram corresponding to the AC circuit containing capacitor, और उसको बोलते हैं कैपेसिटिव सर्किट. क्या बोलते हैं उसको, कैपेसिटिव सर्किट. पिछला था जो उसको बोलेंगे इंडक्टिव सर्किट, इसको बोलेंगे कैपेसिटिव सर्किट. ओके, नेक्स्ट व्हाट we will see another term which is 1 by omega c. Okay, So here what we will see, I naught is equal to E naught by 1 by omega c. So हमेशा क्या करते हैं, I is equal to E divided by R. This is one constant term, resistance term. So this is, we can denote XC because it is capacitive circuit. So it is XC. That implies XC equal to what? XC equal to 1 by omega c, and omega is equal to 2 pi f, where f is the frequency. So from this equation, this is also important equation, you can use it in your numerical. Okay, so XC is inversely proportional to 1 by f. What should be the graph of XC and f? Suppose this is f and this is your XC, then the graph will look like this because it is inversely proportional. Again, for DC, what should be the value of f? F is equal to 0. So Xc is equal to what? Xc is equal to infinity. Xc is equal to infinity. Got it? Since Xc is equal to infinity, Xc is equal to infinity, so current is become 0. Current is become here 0. So therefore, what we can write? We can write here capacitor blocks DC. Capacitor blocks DC. It is very important. Capacitor blocks DC. DC आ रहा है मतलब वो उसको तुरंत बंद कर देगा, ब्लॉक करेगा. ओके, आफ्टर सम टाइम ट्रांजिशन पीरियड खत्म होने के बाद जब स्टेडी फ्लो आ जाएगा, एट दैट टाइम इट विल फ्लो. ओके, लेकिन उस टाइम तक ये ब्लॉक करेगा. एंड ट्रांजिशन पीरियड और स्टेडी पीरियड तुम्हारा कोर्स में नहीं है, सो वी आर नॉट bothering about those talk. अगर कहीं पे आ रहा है then you can neglect it, otherwise you can ask him personally. Okay, so capacitor blocks DC. Got it? इसीलिए देखे होंगे जब करंट इलेक्ट्रिसिटी में कर रहे हो चैप्टर, सो ऐसा कैपेसिटर जहां पे भी आएगा you can do it by open circuit. Open circuit मतलब करंट नहीं जा रहा है, that means करंट उसमें जा ही नहीं रहा है. Got my point? क्यों कर रहे थे? क्योंकि बिकॉज कैपेसिटिव सर्किट में कैपेसिटिव रिएक्टेंस जो बोलते हैं, इसको क्या बोलेंगे? कैपेसिटिव रिएक्टेंस. Xc is your capacitive reactance. Capacitive reactance. It is also one of the resistance. Okay, so what is the definition of this one? The opposition offered by capacitor in an AC circuit. AC सर्किट में जो ऑपोजिशन मिलता है ड्यू टू दिस कैपेसिटर, दैट इज कॉल्ड योर कैपेसिटिव रिएक्टेंस. Got it? So what should be the unit of this one? Can anybody tell it? What should be the unit? Unit is same thing, ohm, because ohm is the unit of resistance. So ohm is the unit, SI unit of inductive reactance as well as capacitive reactance. Got my point? So all these are related talk and you have to remember all these things. Okay? Thank you everyone.